Hey everyone, this is Luca and this is the Buster Monkey episode 4. Today we're going to see some design, spaceship and sci-fi stuff that we all like for sure. I decided to make this episode because nowadays video games, movies and every kind of format and media that we have around, it's all about design and this kind of stuff. So why not cover this? But I try to have a goal in my mind to follow like a common rule to have on each of design. So I try to think like, okay, this all spaceships and airplanes and bikes or whatever I'm doing here are made by the same company, maybe like an hypothetical company. So they might have something in common to tell to the audience and to the guys around that this is from that company, you know. So here is just the very first blocking phase where I just try to see and find a good shape and something interesting that could work. I wasn't spending too long on details and just trying to tell to myself how it's gonna look and what it could be. So the first one could be the very maybe faster one, used just to go as stealth and see something and go away again. The second one, I don't know, it could be like the heavy one, so it's used to explore the places and take some resources from a planet, I don't know. The third one could be the mothership or something bigger that it's going to be a secret one. And the third one is just the bike, so that they can land on the planet or somewhere and use that one to go around and explore the place. Okay, here I'm back to the first one and I'm just quickly with a lasso or with a pen tool here taking the shape and block the main shape of the spaceship. As I've done in all the others episodes, you could see I used to do like this. I don't know if it's the right step or not. I see many artists starting like this, and I've seen many questions from you about my workflow and I don't know how I approach concept art in general. And first of all is the idea. Like as you see behind this quick, very quick drawings, there's an idea, a basic idea that I said before. So they are all made by the same company. So you see later on how I'm going to try to find a way to make them look like they are from the same company, the same, maybe just from the detail, from a highlight or a brand or whatever. You see later on. And second is just to try to go quickly with I use this chalk brush, which is a triangle, just to make a very simple drawing, simple lines, and trying to find the shape without feeling in love with the first one, because it's never the right one. And then I start with the lasso tool or the pen tool to just block the main shape and to refine and spend time like I'm doing now to do over highlights and shadows and over painting on the outline. This is my workflow more or less. Just trying to find the lighting. The lighting is the main core of your drawing. Even if the detail is poor, but you have a good lighting, a good understanding or of 3D and shapes and reflections and materials, you're going to get something very, very believable, even without spending a lot of time to trace lines and points and dots and reflections, because you don't need, just because you don't need. Okay, here I'm trying to jump quickly between all the designs. As you see, I tried to do something different for the first one, adding this kind of lines and metal stuff on the wings, connecting to the main shape of the airplane. And if you notice, I try to do that on each design, so that could be something that add the value, like it or not. It's just something that connects all the designs together, and they could be possibly being made from the same guys, from the same company, the same designer. They could maybe help to do something to the spaceship, I don't know. The bike was the tricky one, because I really like these flying bikes that I see on Destiny or many comics on sci-fi stuff. And I just wanted to introduce because I think it's a quick way to go around. I really love the one that they use in Oblivion. I think it's amazing. I love that movie in terms of design. That's all about design. Here I'm spending a bit longer to redefine the lighting because I wasn't that happy. It wasn't right. So I was starting to add lines. In front of me, I had references of original airplane for military and stuff. So I knew more or less where I was going. Just adding lines and trying to cheat in terms of details because I wasn't going to spend a lot of time painting details because I didn't need. You can imagine having a deadline, and when they ask you few more designs like this, you can't spend too much. In fact, I did this it's already a lot, I think, but when I do video, I don't know, I'm slower than usual, but I took like 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes to do this from scratch. And but of course you have to start spending time and most of your time doing research, because with the right research you're going straight forward to the end, and that's gonna help a lot. Okay, here quickly jump into the next one. Again, painting the highlights, painting the shadows, some design, thinking about something that could connect the designs together. Here I wasn't spending too much of my brain energy to understand where I was going, because I had a quite strong sketch before. So it's important that your sketch, it's a sketch of course, but it's something that your brain can connect to something later, because if you do something too messy, at the end you say, okay, what I was thinking here, what did I want to do? So you have to go back and sketch something else, and it's gonna be a mess. you don't want to do that step. Here I wasn't that happy, in fact, because I think it wasn't that clear if I wanted to do like a glass mirror, how many floors. But at the end, I just paint on top something quickly, just to tell, okay, it's 2 floors, and the first part could be like the main cabin with the captain and stuff. As you can see, I keep jumping from the first one, second one, third one, then again to the first one. Like I always see something wrong or something that I wanted to change. So don't be afraid to change and go back to change what you have done, because it's alright if you're not happy of what you're doing. It's alright if you want to change something. That's all about learning. Here is the main spaceship. I really like this kind of blocky design with the very straight lines and squares, things like that. I don't know why, I just really liked. That's why I'm gonna like all the new video games coming out this spring, and of course Metal Gear 5 and all these video games. Here just tracing lines, details, blah blah blah. You know what I'm doing here already. And as you may understand already from the first video, I quite like this kind of design with these balls made of glasses. I think they could be quite interesting. I'm not quite there in terms of my style doing this, maybe, but I keep doing it. I just love it. Here's the bike. I had a lot of fun to renderize this, because my sketch was okay, but wasn't that detailed as it has to be. I spent a bit of time to reshape it and change the design of the guy on top, maybe just in a bit. But as you can see, I always connect this engine to the glass, to all the other parts, with the same kind of designs that I used in the others, just to recall to the same designs. This guy has a normal helmet. Now that I think, I could have done maybe a sci-fi helmet. Maybe it was better, something more. But why not? I mean, this is a real world. Imagine that he's going to use an old school helmet. All right, let's imagine it like this. He likes vintage stuff. Here, going back to the very last pass of details on my spaceship. A bit of contrast, giving a bit of gray background to have the white standing up more for the reflections. A bit of atmosphere around, imagination quickly, and this is it. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode again. I'm sorry if I'm a bit late this week, but I'm very busy, and you'll know why quite soon. Anyway, this is the end. See you next episode, guys, and thank you very much for all the comments and the likes. Subscribe, share, and thumbs up. Bye, guys. See you next time. Mwah.